Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to start this lesson off by giving all the honor, praise, and infinite glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rahaha Kwadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone that rule well. Peace, blessing, and salutation to the hopeful elect that are out there diligently pushing this word in truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth. All right, it's your brother Kazak Tazabah coming at you once again through the power and spirit of Yahweh Shem Shai. Lord willing, this lesson is edifying. All right, so here on the People's Voice, an article that was released yesterday, July 28th, reads, Trump vows to ban WEF rollouts of Cbdc's. They are a threat to our liberty. All right, so this man is just simply going against everything that the WEF is trying to implement. All right, which their whole premise, their whole goal, all right, is to do what? Is to hit everybody, okay, forcing and causing everybody to receive a mark in their hand or in their foreheads, okay, pursuant to Revelation, the 13th chapter and the 16th verse, okay. And with this devil, all right, this man who is running for presidency, all right, if he comes into power, man, they're going, he's going to try to do everything in his power to dismantle what the WEF is trying to enforce, which is, to monitor and have total control over everybody. Okay. Now, there's nothing that this or the next man can do to try to go against the will of Yahweh Shem Shai. All right. No matter how much you try to do, no matter which way you look at it. All right. Everything is going digital. Okay. And it will come in the form of a implantable device that people will have to, eventually, put into their bodies. Okay. Those who follow the ways of Esau, who follow the ways of the world, right? The only people who are going to avoid, all right, this hour of temptation are those of the hopeful elect, okay, which have, who have cleaved unto the ways of Yahweh Bash and Yahweh Shai, all right, in all truth and sincerity. Okay, a lot of people are going to fold in that day due to the pressure. Okay, the pressures of society, the pressures of families, all right, the pressures of, being able or not being able to see your children, to have your job, to get, treatment for whatever case, So no matter what Donald J. Trump tries to do, okay, it's not going to affect prophecy. All right, real quick, I want to start with Habakkuk 2:2. And the Lord answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. All right. So the vision, this is a vision, and it's set for a specific point in time in the facet of time. Okay. Which is in the very near future. Okay. It says, though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry. See, so the Lord is saying that it will surely come. So no matter if you try to avoid, all right, this Cbdc, or you try to prevent this from happening, okay, you're not going to succeed. All right. You're not going to succeed, Esau. Okay. The Lord ultimately has the upper hand. All right. Because when we go into the book of Proverbs 21:1, the king's heart is in the hand of Yahweh Shem Shai. You see? So the ways of these devils in power, these so-called elites, all right, the Lord is putting the spirit on them to do as he will. And in this case, causing everybody to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead. It says, as the rivers of water, he turneth it whithersoever he will. So whatever the Lord pleases to do, hey, you can guarantee that it's going to happen. Just as he says in Isaiah the 14th chapter, whatever his thoughts are, it will come to pass. All right. Isaiah 14 and 24 reads, the Lord the Lord of hosts have sworn, saying, surely as I have thought, so shall it come to pass, and as I have purposed, so shall it stand. You see? So as he thought, it will come to pass. And the Lord has already preordained for this prophecy to take place, man. Okay? So going back to this article, it says President Donald J. Trump has vowed to make the WEF's CBDC system illegal in America if he wins the election this November. Now, there's a lot of speculation and talk that there possibly won't be an election in November. Okay, there's also talk about how there's going to be a global IT outage, by election time, which is November. You see, and if that's the case, you can kiss your election, your presidential election goodbye. All right. It says, he quotes, there will never be a CBDC while I am president. All right. Which that's why I, just through the spirit, I don't foresee him being the president, though he has a very great chance of winning. OK, because he's backed by popularity vote. OK, and not only that, what's her name? Kamala Harris has gotten the highest fundraising, or donations for a presidential campaign in the history of presidents. Right. But all this could easily shut down, man. And then ultimately for these elites to go ahead and enforce their agenda. All right. They don't want this. They don't want they don't want it to be an election so that they can do what they sought out to do. Right. It reads, let's see some of the key points that it had mentioned. Right. It says CBDCs represent a significant evolution in the architecture of money. These digital forms of fiat currency issued and regulated by a country's central bank promise enhanced efficiency in transactions and greater financial inclusion. However, they also pose potential risk to civil liberties that merit careful consideration. Here are some of the primary concerns. Privacy. Okay. They are invading everyone's privacy by way of not only, tracking their location, but tracking their expenses. Okay. Tracking, obviously your whereabouts, tracking your medical stuff. All right. Your medical history. All right. How much you spend on a weekly or on a monthly basis, so on and so forth. It says CBDCs could fundamentally alter the landscape of financial privacy. Traditional cash transactions allow for anonymity. With CBDCs, even small transactions might be traceable and recordable by central bank. All right. In other words, them tracking you to, tax you more. All right. Because ultimately, we're going to have to end up paying more taxes based off of our spending patterns and spending habits. Okay. Surveillance. Okay. There are, freedom of expression and association, monitoring people's behaviors as such, people protesting, people who stand up against, the workers of iniquity, right? Which is Esau, which is really those who are of the hopeful elect, because we're the only ones that are speaking against this devil. So we're the primary ones that they have on their list in terms of tracking and watching. Okay. They're trying to see what our plans are. They're trying to see what we're going to do. And we're not going to do anything. All we're going to continue to do, as long as the Lord allows us, is continue to spread this word, man. All right. Continue to teach the gospels. Continue to teach the words of the Lord. Right. In its proper context. Financial censorship, exclusion. Right. So obviously people who are not on board. OK, what are they going to try to do? Isolate you. Right. Either throw you in a concentration camp or exclude you from society to where you're not going to be able to, to maneuver like the average person out here. Right. Cybersecurity risks. It says a successful attack could compromise the integrity of a nation's entire financial system. Moreover, the implications of such attacks extend beyond economic damage to potentially crippling impacts on individual financial security and privacy. Right. Centralization of power. OK. Legal and ethical implications. The implementation of CBDCs raises several legal and ethical questions, including the scope of government intervention in personal finances, the rights of individuals under a digital currency system, and the balance between national security and personal freedoms, which we have no freedoms when it comes to this devil being in power. Right. They want to monitor and control everything that we do. OK. It's, what we spend on our money, our hard earned money that we worked for, mind you. They want to track that. Why else do you think there's such a thing called a bank statement? OK. Yeah, some people may want to track your, you want to track your expenses and seeing, but why would they have that on the database if that was the case? Yeah, they say it's more convenient, right? Convenience is going to be, the thing that's going to be used to cause and force everybody, or to get people to go and get that CHIP. All right. Convenience, make things more convenient. You're not needing keys. You're not needing an extra card or, multiple cards. You don't need to carry around, documents on a phone or on a device or in folders, and because everything's going to be all included into that CHIP. All right. That's what they're going to try to use to sell it. Convenience. And because we're in the age of technology and people are so, keen on merging man with technology, technological advances, this society is all about upgrading, and becoming more techie, right? So these Silicon Valley, San Francisco, these top businesses that are into that tech, tech environment, they're gonna incorporate a lot of their inventions, their new stuff, new techie gadgets and stuff with this thing, man, to make it more appealing to the average person. Right. Their ways are limitless, man. They're going to come up with all kind of ways to convince people. The only ones that is not going to work for are those who are of the elect, man. OK. But the Lord is going to send he's going to send, temptation, man. This is the hour of temptation that the scriptures go into in Revelation 3:10. Because thou hast kept my word of my patience, I will also keep thee from the hour of temptation. So by keeping the words of Yahweh Shemel Shai, being patient, being steadfast and movable in the words of the Lord. OK, the Lord is going to, keep us from that hour of temptation, which is, being convinced. All right. Being convinced, forcibly convinced to get the CHIP. The Lord is going to prevent us and keep us from having to, deal with that. It says, which shall come upon all the world. Right. So not only Babylon is going to feel this. Right. The entire world is going to, reap the consequences. They're going to feel the effects of what this man is trying to do. It says to try them that dwell upon the earth. So everybody will be tried. Behold, I come quickly. Hold that fast, which thou hast, that no man take thy crown. And what do you hold fast on to? Holding fast unto the words and the scriptures, the Holy Spirit, the understanding, the knowledge of these scriptures. Okay, this truth ultimately. All right. And this will all lead to the Revelation 13. Okay, because the devil knows that he's got a short time. So he's going to do everything that he can. Okay, and I can very well see this thing, something kicking off. I'm not saying that it's going to happen this year, but I believe through the Spirit that something will kick off this year that will segue into them, shining more light onto the charagma, the sihip, the Revelation 13 and 16. Okay, and this is it right here. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead. And when you go into the word, he causeth, it says to make, right? Or if you go to the letter C, to make ready or to prepare. Okay. And how is he making ready or preparing people to receive this thing? By trying to go digital, trying to enforce this CBDCs upon us. Okay, these grievous, unrighteous decrees. Okay, it says, and that no man might buy or sell. So if you got a business, all right, if you got a business and you're trying to trade or sell, you won't be able to exchange currency unless you have this new form of currency, which is by way of what's digital. You may ask yourself, well, if it's digital, well, what does that look like if it's digital? Okay, yeah, it could be digital, but is it just floating digital matter, and you just going around? No, it goes. It's something that's going to be put into your body. All right, it's going to be put into your body. It says, save he that hath the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name, here is wisdom. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666. Now we know that's the universal number for this devil, man. Okay, the number of this man. Okay, Esau. You see it, he puts it in his barcode, QR codes. All right. And it's, that's all, he's nothing but the devil, man. Right? He's the literal manifestation, the physical manifestation of Satan. His counterpart, the physical counterpart of the spiritual demon Satan, roaming the earth in overall rulership and power. That's who's in control of your economy. That's in control of the planet. And we're seeing the detrimental effects that it has, all right, with him being in power. That's why the Lord has to come and remove this man out of the way, so that he can reestablish himself, the Lord, okay, in an everlasting righteous kingdom. Okay, so that was pretty much it for this lesson. All right, Lord willing, it was edifying. And with that, I want to give our honor, praise, and infinite glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash. And until next time, Shalom.